The year is 2002. Pasta-haired Nickelback just released How You Remind Me. Halle Berry just became the first African-American actress to win Best Actress. And this was the goddamn sound that haunted all my nightmares.
7 days.
Growing up, The Office was my favorite TV show, and I didn't even realize that it was a remake of itself, only with a couple American accents thrown in. People say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and if that's true, then The Office is a shining example of how to do it.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Bears do not... What is going on? What are you doing?
Some movies that I watched when I was growing up weren't afraid to take risks, or even be a little scary. And I don't care what anybody says, this scene right here fucked me up. And believe it or not, even with all their campy dialogue, they had scenes with subject matter that's still relevant to this day. The fact that Jumanji had a scene about gun control, or lack thereof, in 1995 couldn't be more perfect for today's age.
You're not a postal worker, are you?
It's just a shame that all these remakes, or sequels, I guess, at this point, miss the mark so often. Nothing quite says Jumanji like a female character distracting two guards by dance fighting, and I don't think any other scene has made me want to jump off a cliff quite as much as this one. Sometimes all you need is really just a fresh set of eyes that can turn a good idea into a great one. Take The Departed, for example. It was already a pretty good crime thriller originally, but a new director saw the potential and made it into a classic. Also, Jack Nicholson is kind of crazy, and that just kind of works out.
Heavy lies the crown.
All of these goofy-ass remakes takes these respected actors and makes it seem like they've never acted a day in their entire life. I get that it's a fine line between innovating and improving versus ruining something completely. But, I mean, when you come up with the idea that the gap in your teeth gets fixed by superpowers...
Good, got it, great, good.
What about ruining one of the greatest twists of all time?
Good, got it, great, good.
And what about... Actually, this remake is probably the best one of all time. I can't even be mad about this one.
Good, got it, great.
And listen, I get that we all need a paycheck. Like, let's not forget that Snoop Dogg was featured on the smash hit Sex in the Morning, which was written by Robin Thicke, who I can only assume is the guy who takes whole bites out of fucking Kit Kat bars.
Please,
But to a certain extent, do we only care about money? When did love and passion become such a secondary thought in content? Do people just not care anymore? Like, how can a movie about a mute woman and a demigod fish create and convey more emotions than two human beings? How come all these movies with some of the biggest budgets in the world can't make me feel like an inkling of anything, but a scene between two people talking, just simply talking, can level me? This whole idea about not caring makes you cool is such bullshit, and I'm just tired of it.
That's why I'm not talking right now about some girl I saw at a bar 20 years ago and how I always regretted not going over and talking to her. I don't regret the 18 years I was married to Nancy. I don't regret the 6 years I had to give up counseling when she got sick. And I don't regret the last years when she got really sick. And I sure as hell don't regret missing a damn game. That's regret.
I guess what I'm really trying to say about all of this is that when film or music or what have you has the capacity to really mean something to someone, why wouldn't you try your best to do the same? Like, ask yourself, when was the last time you were genuinely moved by something? Maybe it was a movie or a book or just the sunset on the way home from work. Sometimes we forget that the simplest of things can mean the world to someone else. And a lot of the time, we just kind of forget to care. We put ourselves in front of others just to get in front by half an inch. So next time you have the opportunity, try to care about others as much as you care about yourself, and who knows, you might learn a thing or two that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Take her to the moon for me, okay?
I promise.